listen, like, literally, there may be, how far away is their place from mine?
2 acres.
No, it's not 2 acres away from me. The houses, the distance between the houses?
Not 2 acres? An acre?
Between the houses, like, hit the corner of his house and my house?
Yeah.
That's not an acre.
Oh, okay.
Like 50 feet?
Is it really only, it's that close?
No, it's not 50 feet.
It's gotta be longer.
It's gotta be like 300 feet.
Okay, so 300
feet. I can understand that, yes, they have their own property. That is fantastic. You do what you want. However, when you have a neighbor, there is kind of like a neighbor code of respect.
Yeah, there's a code.
Like,
a lot of things.
Like, 11 o'clock at night is not a prime time to be blaring music.
No.
And making my whole entire living room shake. Not an okay time.
No.
Or
that's a bad neighbor.
That's a bad neighbor. Or
your neighbor doesn't care about you.
No, not at all. Or how about there's an active burn ban in New York State, and somehow they are still burning brush and not getting in trouble for it. However, that came to an end last night. I finally had enough.
I want to play a
made
song,
the phone call,
but I don't know that I have it.
It's just
na 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 gasolina, na 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 gasolina.
But like, and I know that I'm gonna probably get some feedback from my parents on this one. Of I can't believe you talked about this on the iPad.
Yeah.
Or on the iPad.
On the iPad. You're looking at my iPad. I'm looking at your iPad
on the podcast. But I am fed up. I hate having anxiety living at my own house.
No, that's not comfortable.
I hate not being comfortable
you did the right thing.
I look over and know that they're not home. That's the only time I feel comfortable in my own home. That is not okay.
That's sad.
That is not okay.
They just moved in there too, right? They haven't been there that long?
Like maybe 2 months after us. And that was a piece of land that we were hoping we were going to get eventually down the road because they weren't going to sell it right away. But then they got a cash offer.
Yeah.
But I'm like, and the other neighbors have been fine. Like, we've heard things about them, but we also haven't, like, made judgment on them yet because we haven't had any interaction with them except for recently when they stopped and actually said hi. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, even with this...
of them.
Yeah, and even this neighbor, like, they've driven by, I've waved, nothing. They stick their noses up and keep going. And it's like, if you're gonna be that way, then go under a rock someplace.
Don't be neighbors.
Don't be neighbors.
Go to the Sahara Desert.
Go to the Sahara Desert and blare your music at 11 o'clock at night.
Unfortunately, mean people have homes too.
Yeah, it just...
That sucks.
It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. And my husband gets upset with me because I get so anxious and nervous. And he's like, you can't let them control you in your own house. Like, we're on our property. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I know, but like, it's just the anxiety of them being there.
Yeah, that's hard to... I mean... I think that comes from, like, deep down inside that you don't feel safe. You know? Maybe you feel like the things that they're doing are not good.
Well, yeah, when you're burning a brush fire when there's 35 to 40 mile an hour winds
and it's blowing your way.
And it's blowing towards our house. Like, yeah.
It's not good.
No. Like, I have a family. I have a husband. I have a kid. I have 2 animals. I don't need my house catching on fire. However, if you want that to happen, then... by all means, I can sue you for millions of dollars.
Hope you have an evacuation plan.
Oh, we do. But my dad made sure of that.
Oh, gosh.
But
John's on top of it.
He is. He always is. That's the first thing he asked. Did you talk to your daughter about evacuation if there's a fire?
You know, it's funny. After you messaged me last night and you were like, I can't talk right now. I'm so stressed out. And I'm like, okay. And after you told me what's going on, I was like, oh, yeah, I really need to talk to my kids about that. Yeah. I've talked to them once when I talked to Grayson about it a while ago about, like, you know, if there's fire, you got to get out the window and, you know, like the whole thing. But I got to review it again with them.
Well, the hard part with Paige is that, she has a couple different points of exit that
she has to make a decision.
Yeah, like there's the living room door, there's the side door, and then there's the front door. However, the front door I don't think would be a good one because you'd have to go downstairs.
Right.
Down the stairs.
No,
but
depends on where the fire is.
She doesn't have a window.
No, it depends on where the fire is. If it's in the kitchen, then you got to go out the living room. If it's in the living room, then you got to go out the kitchen door.
Well, even then, I'd say go out the front door because
Yeah.
the living room and the kitchen are kind of close. But yeah, it's stressful.
But then, like, Alexander is not big enough or strong enough to open his own window.
Right.
So he'd be a little stuck. Grayson,
Do you have those
Grayson could
stickers
do
for the
it.
windows? Remember those stickers?
I had them on my old house. I don't have them on this one.
You should find some.
I should.
Because then at least if the fire company came, they'd know.
There's a kid in there.
I can't even do that for Paige.
She's got no window.
She's got no window. Like, I guess I could put it on one of the doors and say, hey, there's a kid in this house.
Right. He's trying to play your fireball. It's not working.
I thought it was Gasolina.
I don't have it.
Oh.
And the next best one was fireball. Fireball in, your town.
It's a fireball,
Okay,
all right.
fireball.
It's just, I don't know.
All right. Well, my neighbor story. I have a couple neighbor stories, but overall, when our first house, there wasn't too many issues there. Pretty good neighbors. We were friendly. But when I lived in my apartment, which was
right next door to my old apartment,
in the middle between the three, let's see. We had carnies that lived behind us, and my husband one night loaded up the gun and was like, if a bullet comes through this wall, I'm shooting back.
That's scary.
It was a little scary.
Yeah.
And then there was definitely like a domestic dispute. And I mean, we were in an apartment building, and your bottom floor apartment was double the size of my apartment. Ours was like
cut in half.
Half. So they were literally on the other side of the wall, and there was like dressers tipping over, and some girl was screaming, and there was dudes like fighting. And I was like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of this.
It's stressful.
It's very stressful. But I guess that's the price you pay when you live in an apartment like that. And then it was like the first week that I was living in that apartment, our upstairs neighbors, the girlfriend was beating the guy's truck in the middle of the night with a baseball bat. And like, I mean...
Some Carrie Underwood.
Oh my God. And so then the next day I walked out of my apartment, and she was there, and she says, sorry about last night. And I looked at her, and I was like, whatever you gotta do. I was like, just keep it up there,
Yeah. Yeah. Just don't involve me.
I was all set. I moved out of that apartment in like 8 months.
Yeah.
I was out of there.
Yeah.
Oh. We got some incoming phone calls from fellow mothers.
Uh-oh, really?
Yeah, no. Well, she tried to FaceTime me. I FaceTimed her yesterday. But that's okay.
Is.
One of my coworkers.
Oh.
I was telling my husband a funny story about...
Do you love me?
Yeah. Are you riding? Right beside me. Anyway, okay. So those are my two neighbor phone calls.
Is that a voicemail?
Didn't mean to FaceTime.
Oh. Sure. Don't want to talk to me? Fine.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to message her back.
Be like, fine. Well.
Yeah, you saw that. Fine. Don't want to be part of the Momcast. Do you want to? Okay, so you
I don't even want to know.
It's ice cream. It's a guy eating ice cream.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Look at.
Oh my Lanta.
So, but this was. Oh, what was this preface by? Tell him it sounds good, and I would eat ice cream with grapes any day of the week. Because Alex was saying he was begging for grapes on his ice cream the other night, so I sent her a video of him asking for grapes on the ice cream, and then it turned into, this dude,
eating ice cream. Can I please hear Alex
eating
ask
a big
about
old
for
soft
grapes
serve.
front ice cream?
Well, he was explaining it. Okay, here.
I'm gonna have strawberries with a strawberry on top of my ice cream.
What kind of ice cream are you gonna have?
Strawberry. And what I'm gonna have on it is whipped cream on the bottom, and then grapes on top of the whipped cream.
Grapes?
Grapes on top, and whipped cream around it.
Oh my goodness. And look at his tongue.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, that sounds good, Mom.
Yeah, vanilla was all the stuff I said.
Yeah, vanilla. With all the
But
stuff
Preston
I said.
had said, what if we don't have any strawberry ice cream?
And what are you got?
Okay, anyway.
Coughing up a
Got the
lung.
Rona.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that was good.
All right.
Thanks for another fun podcast.
Gosh, you're so.
Hope everyone.
It was my pleasure.
Oh.
I gotta get the music thing going here.
Yeah, get on it.
I gotta figure out. Yeah, but it doesn't work. It's not there.
Oh, that's right.
I know.
Wait, I know why.
Oh, am I just not up to the top?
You're not up to the top there, sweetheart. Nope.
No, that's not it.
What the?
I don't know. It's the same thing on my iPad.
Wait, go back to that.
Well, I got it here.
Okay, all right.
I got it here.
All right, people, thank you for listening.
Thanks for
listening to us complain.
Yeah, and if you guys have any ideas of things that you want to talk about,
Let us know.
Jinx, you owe me a beer. Oh, damn it.
You owe me a salsa.
You owe me... no,
no.
Shopping, I want
wait,
to get the
real
seltzers.
quick. Got to
What?
recap.
What?
I have another mom moment of the week.
Okay, tell me.
So I got the
Did
Corona.
Paige have a seltzer?
I got the Corona seltzers.
Oh, are they good?
They're very good.
I
love them. They're very good.
Come on,
So
this
I got
isn't working.
I got the Corona seltzers.
Yes.
And so I'm drinking one the other night, and I have it on the table. We're all sitting at the table together, and Paige turns and looks at me and is looking at the can, and then she's looking at me, and then she's looking at the can.
She could read it.
And she goes, "Mom, why would they name a drink after the coronavirus?"
Oh, she could read it.
She
See?
completely thought that was the coronavirus in a can.
You're drinking Corona.
Drinking Corona. She's like, why would they name a drink after the Corona?
See, we talked about this last week with kids
She
being
knew
able
it.
to read.
Yep. She knew it. She knew
Different
it. But okay,
experience
that's
nowadays.
the end.
That's hilarious.
Now we can leave. Love you, people.
All right, bye.
Bye.